If you have ever pointed Claude Cowork at a folder and gotten back a file you did not expect, or lost track of which version was the real one, the problem is almost never Claude. It is the folder. Spend 5 minutes setting this up once, and every task you run will be faster, cleaner, and easier to review. Start by creating one dedicated folder for this project on your computer. Give it a clear, descriptive name, something like Q3 Competitor Analysis or June Board Deck. This becomes the root Cowork will work inside, and keeping it project-specific means nothing bleeds between jobs. Inside that root folder, create exactly 3 subfolders: Inputs, Outputs, and Active Work. This 3-part split is the whole system. Inputs is read-only source material. Outputs is where finished deliverables land. Active Work is Claude's scratchpad for drafts and in-progress files. Take every source file Claude will need, your data exports, research PDFs, reference docs, raw spreadsheets, and put them in the Inputs folder. Treat this folder as read-only. Claude can pull from it freely, but having everything in one place means it never goes hunting across your desktop for a file it cannot find. Because Cowork has no memory between sessions, create a file called memory.md inside the root folder right now. Write in 2 to 4 sentences who you are, what this project is, and any preferences Claude should follow, your preferred output format, tone, or any constraints. This file becomes Claude's briefing note every single session. Open the Claude desktop app and switch to the Cowork tab. Point it at the project root folder you just created. Cowork will now have full access to read, edit, and create files across all 3 subfolders, so your structure is immediately in play from the first task you give it. When you write your first prompt, reference the structure explicitly. Something like, read the files in Inputs, draft a summary in Active Work, and only move the final version to Outputs when I approve. This one habit stops Claude from immediately overwriting things and gives you a natural review gate built right into the workflow. Before Cowork runs anything, it shows you its plan. Read every step, especially any that mention editing or creating files. If a step looks off, wrong folder, wrong file name, unexpected action, stop and correct the prompt now. This review moment is your quality checkpoint, and it takes less than 30 seconds. Once the task finishes, open the Outputs folder and review what landed there. Claude can make mistakes, so never send a Cowork output directly to a client or stakeholder without reading it first. This is the same spot check you would give any junior analyst's first draft, fast, but necessary. 1 root folder, 3 subfolders, 1 memory file, and a habit of reviewing the plan before you approve, that is the entire system. It takes 5 minutes to set up and saves you from chasing files, losing context, or shipping something you did not mean to. Try it on your own project this week and see how different a clean session feels.